What if Japan, the land of the rising sun, had a different geographic location? We dive into the realm of the possible, exploring how Japan's distinct culture, climate, and lifestyle could have evolved differently if it was situated elsewhere on the globe. Consider this. Would the hallowed tradition of the tea ceremony have adopted a different rhythm or flavor if Japan were nestled in a tropical climate? Or imagine the much-cherished cherry blossom season, an iconic symbol of Japan's beauty and transience. How would it transform if Japan were located in a colder region, where blooms might be more sparse or even non-existent? The role of geography in shaping a nation's identity is profound. It influences everything from daily rituals to the rhythm of nature, from the food we eat to the traditions we hold dear. Geography has undoubtedly shaped Japan, but it's intriguing to consider how a different location could have reshaped this unique culture. What if traditional Japanese music had evolved from a different set of instruments? Let's take a moment to ponder this. The melodies of Japan, as we know them, are deeply rooted in the unique timbre of instruments like the koto, shamisen, and taiko drums. These instruments have shaped the soundscapes of enka, J-pop, and the dramatic music of kabuki theater. But what if we replaced the plucked strings of the koto with the strum of a guitar, or the rhythmic beat of the taiko with the resonating chords of a piano? Would enka still carry its nostalgic tone? Would J-pop still have its infectious energy? Would the kabuki theater still echo with the same dramatic intensity? These questions prompt us to appreciate the profound influence that these traditional instruments have on the auditory culture of Japan. Indeed, the instruments are the heart of the music, and different instruments might have given a different beat to the Japanese soul. What if the samurai era had never ended? Let's delve into this fascinating alternate reality. The samurai era, spanning from the 12th to the 19th century, was a time of warrior nobility, political power, and a strict code of ethics known as Bushido. But what if this era had continued into the modern day? Politics might look rather different. The samurai's influence extended beyond the battlefield and into the halls of power. If this influence persisted, Japan's political landscape could be significantly more feudal, with regional daimyos wielding considerable power. And what about society? The samurai were admired and respected, their values permeating every layer of society. If this era had never ended, Bushido might be even more prominent in shaping modern Japanese values. Concepts like loyalty, martial arts mastery, and honor unto death could be even more ingrained in the Japanese psyche, influencing everything from education to business practices. In terms of international relations, a continued samurai era could have fostered a Japan that's more isolationist, or conversely, more assertive. The samurai's martial prowess and their commitment to defending their lands could have resulted in a Japan that's less open to foreign influence, or perhaps more willing to project its power abroad. A never-ending samurai era could have written a different story for Japan, one that's even more steeped in tradition and honor. What if sumo, Japan's national sport, had never been invented? Picture a cultural landscape bereft of this weighty tradition. A social canvas devoid of the ceremonial intensity and the rhythmic clashes of titans. Would another sport have stepped into the spotlight, shaping the nation's identity? Perhaps the swift agility of martial arts or the strategic depth of Go. The absence of sumo could have drastically reshaped Japan's sports scene, transforming its international standing. Without sumo, the Japanese sports world might be an entirely different game. What if rice was never a staple in Japanese cuisine? Now there's a culinary conundrum for you. Rice serves as the backbone of countless Japanese dishes, shaping the nation's food culture in profound ways. It's not just about filling bellies, it's about tradition, comfort, and a sense of home. Without rice, we'd see a seismic shift in the Japanese culinary landscape. Popular dishes like sushi, onigiri, or mochi would be fundamentally different. Perhaps we'd see sushi made with quinoa or barley, onigiri with alternative grains, and mochi crafted from alternative starches. This shift would extend beyond the dinner table. Festivals celebrating the rice harvest would take on a new look, and the sake industry would be dramatically altered without its primary ingredient. But let's not forget Japan's knack for adaptation and innovation. The cuisine would evolve, creating new traditions and flavors for us to savor. Without rice, the flavor of Japan would certainly be a different taste sensation.